Hello there! I'm Vine and today I have for you a specialized and hyper-specialized planet builds. To be completely honest, I was unsure if I even want to make a vid with these builds, because they are as simple as the flail build. So why should I talk about something that anyone can figure out in 5 minutes or less? But under my dual planet build I got 3 comments that in essence asked, why not specialized, despite the fact that I clearly stated how and why to use dual planets. Okay, let's talk about specialized planets in comparison to dual planets and criticize the former, as going full special is not actually a good idea. For this video, I need you to watch first my 4.0 dual planet build, link is in the card and in the video description below. Moreover, I prepared these examples with an empire that has ethics with no resource bonuses, has no civics, species is clear of any traits, and I haven't picked any traditions or perks. All tech was researched naturally, also all relevant planets are not ascended and developed up to 12 districts only. Those are the most basic numbers that we can get in a game. Perfect for comparisons, but remember that in normal run those numbers will be bigger, often a lot bigger. Mind that when using any of the builds presented here. With this out of the way, let's start with the base specialized planet with generator world as an example. And speaking of planet designations, base special of course uses one of the 3 that gives bonuses to the one base resource production. First zone is for pop management and takes all 5 urban building slots. Mind that we will be building only 2 urban districts on the planet, so housing buildings are necessary here and may take up to 3 building slots depending on how you organize your management buildings. Another is the base zone. Here we typically build districts up to the planet limit, as those will give us our main production jobs for the planet. For the specific buildings, first build the output bonus building for efficiency, extraction building for more jobs, and district expansion building if the number of districts is too small to hit the planet limit. Last are urban district specializations. Both should end up as base support districts that increase planet resource output by plus 20%, summing up to plus 30%. But mind that each of them increases upkeep of our base jobs by 0.67 trade, so don't specialize those districts until you get the trade income going. After this, planet is finished. As I said, very simple development. Now, let's compare it to a generator tech dual planet that I've prepared in the same game. As you can see, base resource output is more or less twice as big on the specialized planet. No surprise here, as dual planet does only a half of the designated job. But notice that dual planet also produces trade while the specialized one consumes it. Hold that in mind, as this fact will be important during the evaluation. Next specialized planet is the urban one with a Unification Center as an example. Here we will also start with designation, as the only valid ones are those increasing production for urban district jobs. Yes, Fortress 1 included, as defense army damage counts as increasing production of damage dealt. Here the pop management zone takes 2 buildings only, as we need the rest for production. In most cases you will be putting here 2 amenities buildings. Fortunately, housing buildings can be completely ignored, as here we build urban districts up to the planet size. Next is the production zone that takes 3 urban building slots and first district specialization slots. Of course, specializations should provide only the jobs that align with the planet's designation. Same with production buildings, that ideally we put 6 here. But in case of forge or factory planets, we can also put refinery buildings here or add bonus buildings that don't fit into the bonus zone. Right. The bonus zone is the last. We build it up the same as on Dual Planet. In order: output bonus building, upkeep reduction building, and then the building that increases the base production of given jobs. Again, this is the most optimal order as we get the percentage bonus first, and upkeep reduction comes before production bonus that also increases job upkeep. Done. This planet is finished. Let's compare it to the Agriculture Unity Dual Planet that I prepared in the same game. As you can see, this time fully specialized planet is only better by a half. That's because of the production zone that can be developed the same on dual planets. So the specialized one has an advantage in districts only, as the bulk of the jobs comes from production buildings. But this time planet deficits are also mostly the same, except the fact that Agriculture Unity also covers its own food upkeep. Now, time for digression, because I know that comments will be raging about this planet. Tech-World. Developed normally as a specialized planet, it's also 3-to-2 comparison with Dual Planet. But thanks to base research districts that can be specialized into research support, we can move specialized buildings there, gaining 3 more research labs in the production zone, and finally get twice the output of Dual Planet. That makes this expansion valid, but keep in mind that now the base resource deficit on the planet jumped significantly due to new job upkeep requirements caused by support districts. I know that some may wanna mitigate the issue by using base jobs provided by the same districts and extraction buildings, but that's inefficient. Better ban those jobs to conserve pops and get resources from other planets. And even better, we'll be using this extended build on Ecumenopolis or ring worlds, since we get more urban district specializations there and can also build 6 more research labs without increasing researchers' upkeep. But going back to the regular planets, is this expansion the only usage of research support districts? No, because we can use them as Paradox intended and create a hyper-specialized tech world with a physics planet as an example. It's almost the same planet as the urban specialized tech planet, but with 2 exceptions. First, urban districts must have specific research type specialization, producing only 1 research job type. Second, we also have to build only 1 base resource district to specialize as research support and put the specialized research building there. As finishing touches, remember to ban basic research jobs and other researcher jobs for the most efficient usage of POPs. Done. Hyper-specialized planet finished. Let's compare it to the specialized tech planet and extended specialized tech planet that I showed you earlier. As you can see, for physics alone, hyper-specialized planet provides over twice as much as the specialized one and almost twice as much as the extended one. But of course, it has increased upkeep for physicists just like the latter and produces only 1 type of research. Now, before I go to the general evaluation, let me tell you how to use this planet, because this is a very niche build that is valid only for wide empires rushing tech. So, when we have all economies set up and our empire has a need for a specific type of research, then and only then we settle up to 2 small planets or habitats and specialize it in the research type we need. For regular empires, this will be engineering to rush ships and push explosive repeatables. For bioship empires, this will be society to rush ships and push strikecraft repeatables. As for physics, it's a secret, figure it out yourself. Time for evaluation. This time single and multi have the same rating no matter the specialized build, and that's volatile economy. Specialized planets give the best outputs, that's true, but you need 7 of them to cover all resources, half of them have significantly increased upkeep, and if you lose one, all your economy goes up in flames. so your empire will be very susceptible to jump-drive guerrilla warfare and both crises with random spawn. Specialized planets should be used like salt. Only a pinch per empire, because otherwise it can be borderline harmful. As for the roleplay, it's bad. Those are fully min-max builds with no building slots to mess around. What do you even wanna roleplay with this? A Factorio-inspired planet? Anyway, what do you think about these builds? Write your opinion in the comments, remember to visit channel's Discord, and see you later!